So let's go. I'm pretty excited to fish here. It's been a while since I've been to this spot. It is one of my favourite spots on the river. But yeah, I have been fish fishing a lot of other water recently. There's been good fish all through the river. But this is a pool that really does hold a lot of fish. So this pool here, really nice pool to fish. Fished it quite a few times and had some pretty good times here really, but I think we might fish this one on the way back. For now we're going to keep heading up to the spot we originally we're going to go to. But yeah, you can quite often see fish in this pool. With the sun the way it is at the moment, just behind that bank, you can't really see much in there at all at the moment. But yeah, no doubt they're in there, but we're going to keep heading up. So yeah, just another stretch of water on the way up to where we're going. It does actually look pretty nice in here. It's always been like this. I have caught fish in here before, but yeah, I haven't particularly fished it that much, so maybe for the sake of it on the way back I might have a fish in it. Oh, don't know if you saw that little splash to my left. I just spooked a fish and he shot up there, so yeah, there's obviously fish around. But yeah, I've never really fished this piece of water too much, and I have seen in the shallows, just like I did there, fish here before. I might even go fish the deep water out there, swing a wet fly through, and yeah, see how we go, because it's a bit of water that I probably should have spent more time on in the past. And quite often, just walking along this edge as you go up, you will see fish. So that's how I always know that I've been the first out here, because usually when someone like me walks past here, they're pushed out a wee bit further, and it is super hard to spot fish in this type of water, which is why people quite often don't fish water like this. Is it's quite hard to see into. You can see into it, you can see the bottom, you can see all the rocks, but with the speed of the water it's pretty hard to make out any proper shapes and identify any fish. So quite often water like this does go fairly untouched, because people think, oh well, if there were fish in there I'd be able to see them. It's not always really like that. This is a pretty sick and sorry looking fly box, but there's still flies in here that we can and will catch fish on. So we're going to bugger this dirty old crappy indicator off and yeah, use a better system, which I do prefer, but I do get a little bit lazy sometimes. Yeah, be sure to always keep your line in a pocket or something. You see a lot of it around the river sometimes. It's just lazy, just dropping it in the water or on the riverbank. And again, connecting to our fly line with a uni knot, not a clinch knot. Clinch knot for everything else. That's just what works for me anyway. And we've got 8 pound fluorocarbon on. I may change to 6 pound after the dropper, just depending on how we go. There we go, just a basic clinch knot. I don't do the improved clinch knot, mainly because I don't reckon it's that much stronger. And the thing I like about clinch knots that you can't really do with improved clinch knots is if I ever want to undo it, you can just grab there with your nails and pull out, and it comes off easy, rather than having to bite everything all the time. And this is the fly we've got on it. So it's not really anything. Similar to a copper john, sort of towards the tail end, except instead of goose biots we've got pheasant tail. Then we've got this copper, which is where it's similar to a copper john, and then the back of it's a bit more probably pheasant tail styled. Instead, in this thorax bit I tie in UV dubbing instead of peacock herl, and yeah, and just for the wing casing wrap over that bit of pheasant tail just there, and yeah, then just a few legs coming off it there. And that I believe is a size 14, so not too small, not too big. I've got smaller and larger in my fly box, and we might just have to switch around a bit and see what's working. And yeah, in saying that, I'm a massive believer in, if something's not working, if you're not catching fish, just change something. Change your fly, change the weight line you're using even. It's completely pointless if you're clearly not getting takes on a certain setup to blame it on, oh, the fish aren't there or the fish aren't biting, because if that's the case, you might as well not be fishing. So you might as well change what you can, which is what you're putting in front of the fish, and change your fly, change your line, just change something, because the amount of times you'll make a change and you'll start getting into fish. And sometimes you have to cover a hell of a lot of options, but it is worth it. And I can see the fish lying in there. You can see a few towards the tail of the pool here. So the fish are there, good news. The fish are always there. Oh, first cast into the tree, you're joking? No. Oh. Too many wheat bix this morning. What a dickhead. Something's gonna... Ah, that's just annoying. I like this fly too. Ah, what a pain in the ass. They're clearly feeding, so once we eventually get our shit sorted, I reckon it's gonna go well. So now I do some shit little cast like that out of fear of throwing him to the bank first cast. Fish on this one surely. So we're going to change our plan of attack here. So back, and every new flies on, and changed a few things. Gotcha. And that took a lot longer than usual. Trying to get him up on the reel. Oh yeah, pretty cool spot. I'll just tilt that camera like that so you can kind of just see down into there. He's not really going for any runs, he's kind of, just as I say that. Oh. I just saw a couple of other fish start swimming towards him. And there we go. Nothing too special, this fish. Still a good time though. Just going to get that fly out. Yeah, that fish there, well into its spawning colours, fairly skinny. So it's been in the river a while, that one. I'm going to change to 6 pound, because I feel like it's such clear water at the moment. I just feel like the more subtle we can be here, the better. So first cast with the lighter line, 6 pound instead of 8. Let's see if we fooled them a bit better. And it is fooling them. Oh yeah, this one's taking us for a walk. Oh god. He's just off. Come back. Come on. Up, 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 up. Good. 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 Where is he going? God. What the fuck? That fish was weird, he was just fucking going. So, I did not set the hook well on that cast at all, but the 6 pounds seems to be making all the difference. 2 casts, 2 fish, let's go 3 casts, 3 fish. It's just so clear they can see everything you're putting in front of them. Fuck, there's one monster down there. Oh, looks like we've got the big guy. And that is taking a while to hook into. He looks bigger down there than he is, I think. I thought he was actually at brown when I first hooked him. And we're very limited in places to go in terms of finding fish here. It's an absolute walking down there is not easy. Just going to the bottom, wants to stay there. Oh, now we're getting a bit of shake. Got a strong head shake to him. Ooh. Go on, go on. Oh, that's a nice fish. Oh, no, you're not doing that. No, you're not. No, you're not. Come on. This is just so hard to land here. I can't reach. Oh no. Oh, so close. Oh, I gotcha. Before we get him back in the water. There we go, he's a pretty nice fish there. Fairly fresh, not the freshest fish in the world. He's come up to spawn from the lake. And off he goes.